All right, what's going on, guys? This is the Fuzzy Balls podcast. It is your host, Fran. No Joe today. We couldn't meet up, but for the French recap of the whole entire event, it will be us two. But no Joe today for the first week recap. We were supposed to do a preview, but we weren't able to do that. But I'm trying to get you guys content, so here is a first week recap. I'm going to try to keep this shorter rather than, extremely long, because we could talk about a bunch that's happened this week for a good couple hours. But we're going to keep it short and brief. But just remember to follow us on Instagram at Fuzzy Balls Podcast and follow us on Twitter as well. Same username. I will have the link. I was going to say a description box, but oh yeah, we are on YouTube. So yeah, we'll have those links in the description box. And I'll have the names for you again at the end. But make sure, this is the plug for our social media. Yes, we don't plug it that often, but I'm plugging it now. Instagram, Twitter. We also have a Facebook page. Just search Fuzzy Balls Podcast. We should pop up. Make sure you hit that like button and join the conversations as well. So, yeah, first week recap at Roland Garros. A lot's happened this week. We'll get to the number one female losing. We'll get to the best female ever losing. We'll get to a classic match that we saw today. Probably the match of the year for me so far, between Stan the Man and the young Greek phenom, Stefanos Tsitsipas. But first, let's get into the top half of the draw, the women's. So, I guess it's yesterday now. Yeah, Naomi Osaka went down against Siniakova. And you know what? I'm not really surprised. I'm not surprised that... I am surprised that she lost that early, but I'm not surprised that she lost in the tournament. I thought she might lose in the quarters of the semis, but she ends up losing in the third round, I believe. So Osaka's out. Clay is not her best surface, and now I believe there's other chances of a few more other females being number one in the world. I know Kiki Bertens would have had a shot at it, but she lost in the second round. Very disappointing for Bertens to lose. Madison Keys, again, 13th. I believe the 13th out of the 17 majors that she's played in. She has made it to the second week. Congrats to Madison Keys. She's been on a tear every single major. Now, the last final she was in, I believe, was the U.S. Open, the 2017 U.S. Open. But she's trying to... she's in another second week of a tournament, so good for Madison. Good to see the Americans always doing well. Serena Williams out against Sonia Kenin, another American, into the round of 16. Another one I'm going to say with Naomi. In comparison to Naomi, I am not surprised that she is out of the tournament. I didn't think she was going to be out this early. I have a whole take on Serena that I could probably have a full conversation with Joe, because I know Joe might have a completely different opinion, but it's been running through my mind the past few months. Do I think Serena can win a few more majors and break Margaret Court's record? Of course, I think she can. Do I think she will? Hell no. I don't think she has. I don't like her attitude right now. I don't like. I feel like, I don't know if she got too much going on at home, whatnot. It's injury still, because that's what she wasn't injured against Pliskova, the Australian, but she was playing a little bit hurt. I don't think she wanted to admit to it, but I think she was definitely playing hurt. She's not getting any younger. She's 37, I believe, 36, 37 years old. She's not getting any younger. Will I be surprised if she break the record? Hell no. But do I think she will? No. I don't think she has the mental ability right now to win another major. I don't think she will. I don't think she's going to do it. She's not getting any younger, like I said. There's too many other young stars. You got Naomi Osaka, Sloane Stephens. Simona Halep's still a really good player. Kiki Bertens as well. Sabalenka. There's a lot of Bianca Andreescu, who won Indian Wells this year. I just think there's too much. There's too many other up and comers or girls and women that are in their prime, like Simona Halep, that are primed to win majors. Especially Naomi, who is she just lost, yes, but she won the Australian and U.S. Open. So I don't think Serena's gonna win another major, man. But she lost to Sonia Kenin. She has Ashley Barty next, and I really like Ashley Barty a lot. Not surprised that she's made it to round of 16. She had a great 2018, and she's having a really good start to 2019 season. I think she got in the second week of the Australian, and now she's in the second week of Roland Garros, so she is on the up and up. Simona Halep, who's one of the favorites to win this major. She's also into the second week. She took out Surenko in 3 sets, and that was a long match. She was 5-7, 7-5, and then 11-9. And now she has this woman who I've never heard of, Swiatek. I can't say her name, sorry. Excuse me. But she's taking on her next. She also played a 3-set match. I don't know who the girl is, but I have Simona at least getting into the semifinals, so I have her winning that match. And then Aryna Sabalenka, another early back-to-back losses against the young American star Amanda Anisimova. She loses to her again, back-to-back majors. She's really good too. Anisimova's really good, but I like Sabalenka a lot. This is not the type of 2019 that I expected her to have so far, at least. You got the second half of the year to come, but Sabalenka is not having that well. I mean, she's scary too. She's big, she's strong, she can move. A lot of firepower on that forehand serve. And I'm kind of disappointed the way she's been going this year. She was one of my picks to really get into that second week of the Australian and this major as well. But she lost to Anisimova yet again, and she has Bolsova in the next round. So that's the first 2 parts of the draw for the women. Sloane Stephens, she will be facing Konta, and she's another favorite to win this major. She made it to the finals last year. I won't be surprised if she can, make a run here in the second week. Kiki Bertens, like I said, disappointing. She, ends up losing early. I thought she retired, but I guess not. But Kiki Bertens, I know she was crying after she lost, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know if nerves got to her, pressure. I don't know what it is. I mean, she's fourth. She's fourth in the world. One of the favorites to win this major, but she ends up losing. Pliskova, she lost early. Kind of a surprise there. She's another one of the favorites to win this major. It seems like every freaking major for these women, there's multiple favorites to win these majors. But, with her big serve, probably the biggest in the female game, she's always going to be one of the favorites. But she lost, and that draws kind of, you got Vondaruza and you got Martic there. I think Sloane's got a good shot to get to the finals here again. I mean, Sloane's got a good shot. I like Sloane there. So that is the female draw. I forgot to mention Wozniacki lost early. I don't know what's going on with Caroline Wozniacki. She's declined, since she won the Australian last year. So don't know what's going on with her. So let's get into the men's draw. No surprise, Novak Djokovic. He is into the second week. Struff. J.L. Struff from Germany. He makes it into the second week. This is his biggest run in a major ever, and he's 29. Never too old. Cole Schreiber beat Djokovic this year. Hey, you're never too old. I mean, Cole Schreiber's a little older, but a little disappointed. Borna Coric couldn't beat Struff. I I like Coric a lot. He's top 15 in the world right now. Don't know what's going on with Coric. I really like. He's one of the young guns that really could start progressing. But there's more majors this year. He's young, so more tournaments. To get to progress your game. Fabio Fognini, no surprise, he's into the second week. He's a big clay court guy. He won. What did he win this year? It was Madrid or Rome? I forget which one. But Fognini won a Masters 1000 this year, first of his career. And Fognini quietly will face Sasha Zverev. That's going to be an interesting match because Zverev has had a few 5-setters against guys he shouldn't be having 5-setters against, but he's known for this. So no surprise there with Sasha. A couple 5-setters, and now he's facing Fabio Fognini. That could be a close one, man. I don't know who I got in that match. I don't know. I want to say Zverev, because of the young talent, but we've been saying that every single major, every single tournament. So I might even like Fabio there. I don't know. But it doesn't matter because whoever wins that match will be losing to Novak Djokovic probably next round. I'll probably edge Zverev in 5 sets, but, like I said, it's not going to matter because one of those will probably lose to Djokovic. Then we got Dominic Thiem up against the home crowd favorite Gael Monfils. That's going to be a fun match tomorrow. That's going to be a really fun match. I probably like Thiem. I like Thiem in 4 or 5 sets just because he's one of the best clay court players in the world. But, Gael Monfils, they call him box office. I like him a lot too. But, and Gael Monfils is having a really good year. This could be a really good match. I could see this going 4 or 5 sets. It could be a really fun match, high energy, for sure. But I like Thiem there. Another interesting one going in the second week here. Karen Khachanov and Juan Martín del Potro. I like Karen, but I want to say that, but these young guys can never prove it to me when I think they can prove it. So I don't know. Karen's had he's had a good run so far. Del Potro has an interesting run. As long as I like Del Potro if he's healthy, but I don't think he's 100%. He almost lost to Nishioka. He beat him in 5 sets, I believe. It was 4 or 5 sets, and Del Potro was probably 50 or 60%. You know what I mean? So I don't. And then he just beat Thompson in the last round in 4 sets. Yeah, 4 sets. So I don't know. I want to say Del Potro, but I like Karen. I'm going to say Karen. Karen Khachanov will beat Juan Martín del Potro, but I won't be surprised if Del Potro wins because Del Potro has a major under his belt. The injuries have just killed him. That's the problem, and it's sad to see with Del Potro. It's a shame with Del Potro, but it is what it is. I like Karen. So that is the first. Oh, excuse me. That's actually only the first part of the draw. We have a whole shitload more to go. I forgot. How can we forget the classic match there? Tsitsipas and Wawrinka. The best match I've seen this year. Me personally. I've seen this year. 5-setter today. Tsitsipas and Wawrinka. Wawrinka is... no one's even talking about the comeback that he's had coming back from knee surgery. Come on. Wawrinka, a lot of people thought he was done. Here he is. He's into the second week of the major. Again. He's playing in the quarterfinals against his countryman, Roger Federer. But that match today was absolutely incredible. I thought Tsitsipas was going to pull it out. I thought Tsitsipas was going to play Federer in the next round and maybe beat him again at a major this year. But that's not the case. What a match today. It went 5 sets. Wawrinka won on an incredible backhand that went past Tsitsipas. Barely caught the line. That match was incredible. 5 hours and 9 minutes. Dudes were warriors. I think they both win at the end of the day. Tsitsipas will learn from this, and Tsitsipas obviously only getting better. He'll be moving up in the ranks, obviously. I like Federer in the next round just because Wawrinka's he's had some tough matches to get to this point. I like Federer, but I think it's going to be a good match. Definitely going to be a good match, and Fed hasn't really had too too much competition so far in this tournament. But obviously he will going in the second week. Everybody will be having competition this week. On another note, Diego Schwartzman loses early. He had a good run last year, even being 2 sets up on Rafa last year. Ended up losing that match, but he had a really good run last year. Disappointing that he lost to Leon Meyer, who ended up losing to Federer yesterday or today, whatever. Different time zones, you know how it goes. Bottom end here, Nadal, no surprise, easily getting into the second week at Roland Garros. Nishikori faces Benoit Paire. I believe that'll be tomorrow morning. That could be a fun one. I like Nishikori in that match. Hey, man, it's going to be a fun second week. I cannot wait to see what happens this whole entire week. Going to be a lot of fun matches. Hey, man, Roland Garros, it's, not my favorite major. It's probably my least favorite major. I'm not going to say I don't like it. It's still tennis. I love it. But clay isn't my favorite surface to watch. But it's still fun at the end of the day. We just saw a classic match today with Wawrinka and Tsitsipas. So, obviously, I like Nadal still to win this major. I don't think it's, I think Djokovic could give him a run for his money, team as well. But I don't see Nadal losing unless, God forbid, knock on wood, he gets injured or something like that. But, he's rested his body for the clay court season. And obviously, I don't see him slowing down this week. I don't see him slowing down. I like Nadal to win this tournament for the 12th time. And women's side, I like Simona Halep to repeat. I like her to repeat. She said she's not feeling as much pressure this year because she's already won. I don't believe that she's feeling no pressure, but, I like Simona again. She's done it. When you've done it before, you can, not saying it's easy the next time to do it again, but, not as much pressure this time. She's been there before. I like Simona. This is Fuzzy Balls Podcast. This is your host, Fran. Next weekend, we will have a recap for you, me and Joe. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Like I said, I promise you I was going to plug it at the end. This is what I'm doing. Fuzzy Balls Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Go like our Facebook page. Get involved. Talk about how awesome that Wawrinka and Tsitsipas match was. Fuzzy Balls Podcast. Fran signing out.